So good morning, everyone. And here we are for our third day and our third tip of quick, intuitive business tips and wisdoms that I really want to share with you every day this week to help you and support you taking your business to the next level, to really guide you and help you to really see what might be standing in your way and getting in your way of the success that you might desire. So today's tip is really how to stop running your business from a place of fear and lack. And this is really such an important one. It really is. I talked into this a little bit yesterday in tip 2. So if you missed that, go back and watch that. But when you show up in fear and lack, what you do is you perpetuate that in your life. And, with the law of attraction, it states that everything that you put out there is what you receive back. And so it is true to a certain extent. But what we want to do is we won't ever eliminate fear. We can eliminate this idea or this notion of lack, but we can't really eliminate fear. Fear is a primal emotion that we all experience, but what we can do is not allow the fear to stop us, that to know and to get that we really, fear is something that's quite natural, but this idea or that we will always be in lack is something that we can absolutely shift, and we can lessen this idea of fear as well. So you might think that when you make the money, that the fears will go away. Well, it really isn't true. The fear of losing it, the fear that no one will like you if you succeed and you make your first million, the fear of losing people that you love around you that will think differently of you if you succeed, that you don't deserve success. It's really, really quite normal to feel those. But what we want to do is quieten those voices and realize that you might recognize some of these in your day to day. So let me know what shows up for you most predominantly. Which one of those fears shows up for you predominantly? Because you can take those fears by the hand and walk with them alongside towards success. So what we need to do instead of really, working with fear and recognizing that we might be in a space of lack and that we are perpetuating that in our business. What we need to do is really step into a space to expand into the trust of who you are, the trust that you will always be supported, the trust that you will always have enough. We live in an ever expanding universe. That doesn't even mean that there will always be enough for you. There will always be more than enough for you. And when we step into that trust of knowing that we are always safe, that we will always be okay, regardless of what's going on for us in our experience right now. And God only knows it's not been an easy last year for many of us, even in business, but in life, in our health and well-being, in our relationships, in all of that side of things. So this is not to negate where we are. It's really about trusting into that we are okay, that on the other side of that, things can change. But what we need to do and what we want to look at is to start to see how we can resonate to this belief of trust, of knowing that we will be okay, that everything will be okay, listening to your intuition, creating those moments of flow, of quietness, of stillness. Again, I talked about this a little bit more yesterday, to allow something new and different to come into our experience so that you can experience different results and you can step into the success, step over the barriers that are getting in your way, and allow yourself to open up to this idea and this notion that you are enough and you will always have more than enough to support you in your life's journey. Now, money is just energy. Now, this is something that I really, really teach my clients. It's what I teach in my programs. Money is simply an energy. We either align to that abundance of the money or we misalign from it. So the money is everywhere. It's in the flow of this of the system. So if we even think about it's just flowing from on the computer screen from one bank account to another bank account to another bank account to another bank account. And so what we can do is either step into the flow with that so that we can receive that into our own bank accounts, or we can step out of flow with that, and then it feels like everybody else, it's the money who's rushing past us, everyone else is receiving that money, but why aren't we? And so really stepping into this flow, and this is what I will teach you next week in my 5-day Activate Your Money and Your Wealth and Your Abundance journey, which you The link is in the post. Register in the post, and come and join me for that. This is all about opening the channel to really align to the universal energies that include money and include abundance. Now, we know that when we understand the law of attraction, we understand the spirituality of everything, that the universe always provides, but it will provide when you align to what you desire. When you start to live from a space of that you are already enough, that you already trust, that you are already aligned to the wealth and the abundance, then you'll start to see it coming into your experience, and everything will start to change as it builds momentum towards what you want to create and what you desire. So if this resonates, let me know where you feel this lack and fear showing up. But if you want to know a little bit more and you want to experience leaning into this trust, to open up the channel to universal energies, to align to the wealth and abundance that already exists out there in the universe, we don't have to create it, it's already there, then come and join me next week for 5 days on the journey to really activating your wealth and abundance. We'll be going on a journey with the Akashic records. You'll be gaining insight and wisdoms. I will show you how to connect with your own Akashic records within the 5 days, what's showing up that you need to release around the money fears, around what's standing in your way, what other blocks are showing up, but mainly probably around money, and how you can take action. Sun's just popped out. How you can take action that really aligns to where you want to go, and getting the wisdom and the insight and the trust to listening to that intuition, so you can take the action that's really going to support you in taking your business and your life to the very next level of expansion and success. So if you've got any questions, then please do let me know. Register in the link above, and I hope to see you next week. It's going to be epic. People really get some incredible insights over the week. People have got new clients over that space of the week, and really sort of lent into getting really deep insights. We're opening a channel to really new information now, and I want to show you how you can do that too. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow for tip number 4.